Today we are sharing our latest backyard project. We made over the kids' playset, which was a muddy mess before, and now it is Pinterest dreams in progress. We made a little garden teepee and are sharing our garden progress. I hope this inspires you to launch into your next outdoor project. Today I am sharing the easiest outdoor DIY I've done, the progress on the yard, the good, the bad, and the in progress. You guys love when we're sharing out the side projects.
Yes.
So we are back at it, and it's a reveal plus working on it.
Yeah, you know, I think you're a little bit extra, not as extra as I am,
No.
but when you make over a swing set, I would consider that extra.
Yes, so let me show you. Let's start with this part. Okay, so all of this started with, number one, the problem was where we had the playground was really muddy. So in the last video, I showed y'all that I wanted to make it over, paint it, that whole scenario. But I also saw on Pinterest someone make a bean pole teepee, and their little girl was sitting in there with a quilt, and I thought, what is more dreamy? I would say as a child, that would be my dream.
Sorry.
It's okay. You didn't know. You didn't have Pinterest.
I didn't know.
So now we know. So we're going to make it my daughter's dream, even though I don't know if she knows it's her dream. She doesn't. She's like, what are you doing? But I saw this strategy on Garden Answers, which I love watching her, but sometimes I'm a little overwhelmed because she's so knowledgeable, and I'm like, I need somebody to teach me like baby steps. But this video, she gave really good, simple instructions. The only thing was, I really had trouble finding 8-foot bamboo poles, which you would think that wouldn't be that hard. So I'm using that I got from Lowe's, these tree stakes.
Why are you starting down there?
So I need to make them closer. So I started putting these using jute to make a trellis, and it was a little too narrow, or a little too wide. So I'm making it more narrow so that the beans have something to grow on. But she did this, so I looked back at hers and she did them closer. So I'm going to do exactly what she does, but except for not use the right bamboo poles. So she used, I think she used 8-foot bamboo poles, and I did find some, and they were on Facebook Marketplace in McKinney, and the time to pick them up was at 5 o'clock. And if you live in Dallas, I'm coming from Rowlett to McKinney, you know that's just it's not worth it. So I found these, and I gave.
Where you got these at Lowe's or Home Depot?
I got them at Lowe's. There was nothing this tall at Home Depot, except for they had like dowel poles, like for your closet, which I was worried about them in the weather, but I was also worried about how expensive they were. They were very expensive.
These were not expensive.
They were $7. So like when you add it up.
Yeah, but honestly, I personally, looking through all the Pinterest photos, I like the thicker ones.
Yeah.
I think they actually look a little bit better.
Yeah.
They might not be as like neat on top, but this situation is awesome.
And when everything grows up, but that was something I had not seen. A lot of times when I saw this situation, I saw it straight in the dirt, and I was imagining my kids coming in and there's like spiders and bugs and all sorts of creepy things. And so I decided to trim this whole area out, and then with my little landscaping trim, make this little cove thing that our plants can grow, but it makes it separate. So we found these.
They have little purple flowers.
Yes.
And they're so cute. These are actually a pencil pod black wax bean. We liked them because they were established, and so we thought, well, we'll be able to get a little bit of a look, but also these are really good beans, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I hope we can eat them. I wonder if that's a strategy to get your kids to eat veggies, to have them grow in a teepee in your lawn.
So now you know what you need to do. You need to do that fast forward thing where you go all the way up real fast like that.
Sure. Do you hear my rooster trying to crow?
I know.
He's not got it down yet. He's a baby.
Roosters can't crow.
Well, they're...
I didn't know that.
You thought, yeah.
I just thought they came out crowing.
No. So the other tip that she had that was really helpful was using a tulip auger or a bulb auger. We did not do that. We just literally pressed these into the ground, and they're really deep. It was great because it rained, and so the ground was wet, perfect for, making the ground soft.
So because this is a yard in progress, Shelby's on acreage, but it has been a bit of work to get it to where it is.
I actually have, I was just looking, I have
before and afters?
Aerial footage of the property before. So it's definitely in progress.
But I will say we've had a lot of the babies' parties at my home when we do it outside because our grass is all established.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. And so, I'm just kidding, y'all. It's not perfect. There's definitely weeds. But
she has a lawn guy.
I have a lawn guy, and we have zoysia, which is also, by the way, the grass that's going to be in heaven, just saying. And so we have the babies' parties, but
Is that in the Bible?
Yes. I think this year we definitely need to have Quinn's little party out here with her little friends, a little tea party, because how cute is that going to be in October?
So I'm going to share with you guys how I'm planning on getting this progress to be able to be Michelle level quality.
What? I don't know about that.
We do have a sponsor of today's video, and it is Sunday. I just started using their product literally today, and I read a million reviews before I agreed to partner with them because I wanted to make sure it was legit, and people love them, and the before and afters are so dramatic. But one thing that I wanted to make sure was that they didn't have harsh chemicals, nasty ingredients, things that I wouldn't want my kids around. And so
you all know we've gotten crunchy.
Yes, and they lean into nature to make sure that their fertilizers have the better ingredients. And so we started with they have these little nutrient packs. You connect with the hose. Another thing that I loved is you do a soil test. So this is custom to you. So it's not just a one size fits all. They know your weather, where you're located, and then they take your soil, which ours is clumpy clay. You can ask our video gal when we were filming extracting the soil. But they're gonna be able to give us a custom plan and the data to say this is going to work. So we are going to share progress and updates. I'm really excited to see how it turns out. And you do get the full year. So they give you a plan on their app. You can see what's next. So what you start with, then what's next. So there's no guesswork. I don't need to educate myself and be I wanna know about the lawn care, but I have other things to do. I'm chasing a toddler. I'm trying to grow green beans up this teepee pole. I can't do everything. So I love that they take the guesswork out, but it's also customized. So if you would like to give Sunday a try, I have a discount code right on the screen, and you can use the link in description. So thank you, Sunday, for sponsoring today's video. One day I'll be just like you, Michelle, with fancy grass.
I don't know about that.
Let me just tie this. I think we can just,
You're actually better than me because you will get your hands dirty, actually. If I'm honest,
I'll get into it and try to do it.
Yeah, you get into it. And I mean, this is a little bit of work here, you know?
Well, I filmed myself doing it, and it didn't take very long. So
no, it's been a couple days, but I mean, the painting,
if you actually, so everything was work because I was doing it while I was chasing children and editing videos to publish and all of that stuff. But all in all, I think even painting
that was 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I did video that. That was only 10 minutes.
I used the Wagner Spirit. This probably putting these in place, we had to do it twice because we put it a little too wide. It looked what if I went all the way across on this one so that it makes kind of like a,
I don't think so.
That's what Garden Answer did.
I will say that I've been a moral support during this time.
You fed me lunch a couple times. No, but this was an easy project. Like, not just the teepee, but the playground. The next thing that we're gonna do in here after we plant our green beans is we're gonna do the awning. I thought I was gonna be able to do this before we filmed, but I couldn't find.
But we can fast forward.
Well,
I love to watch a video where people just like put themselves on fast forward and it's done.
you just watch time lapses?
I watch.
Last time we asked you your favorite YouTubes and you couldn't remember, but now we know you're just watching time lapses.
So many varieties of things. I watch garden, I watch home, I watch,
yeah,
you know, all things spiritual, and I watch, just everything.
Okay, so
I watch the guy I told you that goes around the world to different communities and sees how people live. That's fascinating.
Okay, so the other thing that we did in this project was I had okay, so when we put the playground down, this playground was a kit off Amazon. It's small. This is not a large playground, but my children are tiny. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and my 2-year-old is so brave. I mean, he
tried to drive the car yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally, he got the keys and tried to put them in the door so he could get in, to put them in the ignition, to go somewhere.
He's very independent, so we need to make things not so, scary and big. And so this is the perfect size, but I wanted to make the trim wide enough so that if I did decide to upgrade the playground, that was no big deal. But the other thing is, when I increase the size, maybe my scissors, right there. When I increase the
moral support,
I do need you. I'm not dogging you, but anyways, you do hire out more than I do.
Yes.
But when I increase the size of the trim, I happened to land in an area with a tree stump. And so I was gonna get a stump grinder, and that just turned into a big thing. It was like, this is too much. So instead of, then I got on YouTube, and there's the sun. I was looking, and this girl had this cottage playground garden. I'll link her channel, overlay that clip. But she had a little tree stump table, and I thought, wait, it's an opportunity.
Always look for an opportunity in a problem, right?
So then I started looking on Pinterest, and I saw that people were making like little tic-tac-toe tables or checkerboards or whatever. So I'm planning on using my Cricut and using the method that they do, like cutting boards. They use the vinyl, and then they use this chemical reaction to use a heat gun. And so I'm either gonna burn a checkerboard or a tic-tac-toe table.
You vote.
Yeah, you guys vote. What you guys think.
Tic-tac-toe or checkers.
But imagine it, I'm gonna pop up inspiration, but imagine it with 2 poofs, and that the only thing about the checkers is, we just talked about my 2-year-old. The pieces might be smaller. I am gonna take rocks, also use my Cricut and put vinyl with the X and O.
I don't know about that.
What?
Why couldn't we do different colored rocks?
Well, yeah, we could do different color rocks. But I liked the idea of using my Cricut. I'm a Cricut gal.
Yeah,
I love the Cricut.
She loves her Cricut.
Okay, so let's plant these. Okay, next project here is the awning. So this playground had a blue awning before. Nothing wrong with blue, but I thought what's better than like a classic farmhouse ticking stripe? So I found this. I was gonna get fabric, and Mom had the genius idea to use a tablecloth.
Well, because there wasn't any fabric to be had.
No, my inspiration was just a black and white stripe, a wider one than this. But what's cool, this one was from Target. It was in the Hearth and Home, like the magnolia stuff, but it has this texture. I don't know, Ashley, if you want to get close to it, what would you describe this texture as? It's almost like, it's like perfect awning. Like,
yeah, it is. It's great awning material.
Because it almost feels like it's not supposed to be a tablecloth. So we're just gonna fold it.
Sometimes if you find an alternative solution, it ends up being better, because the fabric, outdoor fabric, we only would have been able to get this certain length, and it wouldn't have fully covered. We were gonna have to add trim. And
this is 38 inches, and you know, like a yard of fabric is 36. So it was like,
yeah,
it probably would have been okay, but this one, the problem is we're gonna have to fold it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Can you send it over? Got it full? Okay, so I'm literally gonna staple it. Wouldn't that be something? Could submit this to America's Funniest Home Videos.
I think it's actually kind of cute hanging down like this, sis. Come over here and look at this. What if we did a little, like, well,
that's hanging too much, but
I know,
do like
but
the
you
trim.
get my thought.
Yeah.
But you don't like it?
Well, let's look at it folded. Let's see. Because I was gonna like literally staple it on the inside.
That looks cute too.
I mean, I was gonna fold this side.
Right.
So that it's straight.
Yeah, that looks cute too.
I mean, it's not gonna be all clumped up like this, but that was my...
Yeah, I like it.
You don't care? Okay, let me...
I just thought it looked cute hanging down, but you gotta staple it, right?
Yeah, I gotta staple it. It'll just fly off if I
Right.
don't. Okay, so let me fold it on this side.
What, is there a way?
You know, one time I was hanging curtains, and my friend Randy, I love you, but she moved the ladder and the drill dropped on top of my head. And I was crying and she laughed. But she is one of my very closest friends.
Well,
still to this day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she would have rescued you if you needed like an emergency assistance.
But she probably still would have been laughing, I think.
Okay, wait a minute. I really like this situation.
I don't know how to do it.
I'm telling you. What if we move it back?
Well, can I say something first? I saw one where it was scalloped and it was so cute.
All right, look at that. What if you stapled it on the top?
Well, I have an idea.
What if you stapled it on the top?
It's still going to be too long.
Okay, well, I'll pull it more.
So it's still folded on the sides.
Yes.
But
how about that? Because that's about even on both sides. I love it. Or you could staple it up on that side and just do an awning on this side.
I could staple it just on the top and see what happens.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I could put like a little hook and support it, or like a tie around, like.
Yes.
What do you guys think? This is, I mean, I don't have to commit to anything. I
think this is it. Ashley, you think it's it?
Okay. Ashley wasn't thumbs upping for the design decision. She was thumbs upping for my increasing engagement with comments. What do you guys think? And you guys, I love it.
She was thumbs upping because she agrees with me.
You want that. But I want to say, you guys, so I said, if you guys watch my YouTube videos, then I'll have enough money to buy my dish rack in the last video, the round top video, and you guys were commenting, so that's amazing.
Wow.
They were supporting my efforts.
So we just need a little, at the end of every video, a little Shelby fund.
No, but I really do. The comments support the channel, but it also makes it more fun. We want it to feel like community.
We like to engage.
Yeah. Okay, so let's finish folding this. This needs to be tighter, so I need to get up, move the ladder on the other side. But is this too long on this side?
No, it's not. I promise. It's not, sis.
I could also do like magnets, like put magnets on this, and then if I ever need to like wash it off.
Yeah. I think we should do it.
You don't seem thrilled about that.
Well, I just think we need to fix it today.
No, I know. I'm saying that magnet idea would be easy though. Will you fold it on that and try to get this? Okay, I'm gonna have to get in the middle, or I'll get on this side. Okay, beep beep. I notice I do that when I'm doing something like beep beep, and now my kids beep beep me. Beep beep. Make sure I don't mess up. Can you hold that side tight so I don't? What are your thoughts?
I love it.
Okay, scoot
It needs
that.
to go down on this side a little more. Okay, perfect.
Okay, give me the staple gun. The last thing that I was gonna do was I was gonna use my Cricut, and I made a little template that said, what did it say? Playhouse rules. Playhouse rules: 1, be kind; 2, have fun. And then I put a little heart and had my kids sign it, so Quinn and Luke. Of course, my Bluetooth on my Cricut wanted to act up this morning, and so I am going to do it, but y'all let me know if you have other ideas for this. My kids do actually use this, but more so on the inside.
Yeah.
This playhouse also has where that table opens up. I have a chicken singing the egg song, if you're wondering. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is.
Yeah.
But it opens up, and there's 2. I kind of stuck it hard because he was getting it, So there's 2 little bins in there. I have one with chalk in it, and then one with garden tools. My kids do actually play in the garden, and they haven't torn anything up. They just enjoy it a ton, and the garden is right there. So I also wanted this video to serve as a little bit, so we're gonna have progress with the lawn, I hope, but also progress with the garden. I'm not gonna walk over there because it will blast us with the sun, but this is my first year actually trying. My dad has a mega garden of all mega gardens. He grows so much food, he is just giving it out to everyone who will take it. He cans his whole pantry. I have not had the same favor, and I will call it favor because I'm trying really hard and not getting the same results. So we're just gonna say that is favor from the Lord. But I have done a few contraptions. I put some hoops and some bird netting so the chickens can't get it. I also set up irrigation.
Her name is Hey Hey.
Her name is Hey Hey. She's the only white chicken I have, so she looks different than everybody else. So she actually has a name. No one else has a name.
And she has a personality. She comes inside.
No, Mom lets her inside.
Yes.
She doesn't come inside.
By the way, with your chicken preventative maintenance, we did plant some items on the other side.
Oh yeah, so buy the bean poles so that they don't get those, which I don't think they will because they've really left this playground alone. I did read something where someone sprayed their area with garlic and the chickens weren't interested, so I do have some garlic spray, but there I put mint behind and they really will leave it alone. They'll just completely leave it alone. So anyways, I want this video to serve as a little bit of a progress report for that. So we're gonna get some footage, overlay that, you can see where I'm at. The front bed has a little of nothing, but I just planted cantaloupe from seed. The tomatoes look pretty good. I have potatoes, and then I also have cucumbers and sweet peppers because I don't like anything spicy. My daughter planted corn just straight in the ground, not even raised beds. She planted them in perfect lines. I was like,
yeah,
that's impressive, but it all germinated, which is wild. And then we have sunflowers, and I'm hoping those could be chicken snacks. We'll see. But the cool thing about that is my neighbor spontaneously also planted sunflowers in the whole field. So Ashley, I'm gonna have you get a clip of the wide field, and then I'm hoping in July she's out there getting us sprinting in the sunflowers.
Yeah.
And then it's just magnificent. So many sprouts came up. So it's gonna be really cool. So I do have a finished project. I feel like it's beautiful. I'm really proud of this. I think as everything, you know, kind of fills in the dirt patches that we put down to level the ground and all of that, I do feel like it'll be more Pinterest worthy, like all the inspiration I shared. But I am proud of how far I've come in just a few days.
I'm proud of how far you've come, but also this should serve as a reminder that we have to start somewhere and not to be overwhelmed with whatever you lack, but really think about, okay, what can I do today?
Yeah.
I can make a beanpole teepee.
Well, and let something,
or, you know, just something that's going to make you feel good about your yard, filling in the low spots. It was just really fortunate that we had a flood of rain and you could see where your low spots were. You brought in dirt to level it. You're using your tools that you've gotten to really foster and grow grass.
Yep.
And it's going to be glorious.
Yes. Anyways, what Mom was saying before, do what you can. That beanpole, teepee beanpole, teepee, pole bean teepee. That's what there it is. Pole bean teepee really inspired me, and so I love that I got to combine the first idea, which was painting the playset, and then that, and make it something really fun, and also something where there's a progress report to come to you guys and share more. So I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I think you can close this out.
Like, subscribe, and share these videos with your friends who are in love with gardening and all things outdoors. All right.
All things outdoors. If you like hiking. Anyways, bye guys.
Bye.
Next on our channel, we are sharing a new home tour. This is a lake house designed by Cavi Interiors. We have shared them before and you guys loved it, so we're very excited to share this moody, earthy, amazing lake house with you. You guys are gonna love it.